So a friend contacted me last week asking for my assistance about a severe skin condition that she had all of a sudden. She said she'd been in and out of hospital, and this skin condition was so severe that she had been scratching it red raw. She said, my skin looks like sandpaper now. And no one knows what's going on. The doctors don't know what's going on. Can you help me? And she reminded me of a conversation that we had some time ago. And it was a conversation around my aversion to the question, what is your why? Those who know me well will know that I'm not one to follow mainstream dogma. I'm not one to follow what the masses are doing just because. If it doesn't make sense to me, I will always question it. I call it my FYI. Follow your irritation. It doesn't make sense to me when I'm in a workshop or when I'm doing a brainstorm or in a conversation and people ask me, what is your why? And I get it. It's been going around for years, right? And I get that it works in the corporation, in the corporate world. I get that it works with main brands because that is part of their marketing, but everything should be in context. Everything should be in context. Question everything. For the individual, for the entrepreneur, for those who like to reinvent themselves again and again and again, and so their values change when they change. Our why changes. But don't tell me about your why. I don't care about your why. Tell me about your who. Who are you when the going gets tough? How do you show up when the shit hits the fan? Do you panic? Do you play the blame game, the shame game, the low aim game? Show me your who. In times of crisis, in times of adversity, do you freeze? Do you run? Do you panic and freak out? Or do you show up every time with dignity, grace, calm, courage, strength, and poise? Show me your who. I care more about your who than your why. And funnily enough, my girlfriend said to me, Pauline, as soon as I stopped asking why, as soon as I looked deep and looked at my personal situation, because we have to understand that our skin is the major sensory organ. It gets red, it goes cold, it gets hot, we sweat, we get goosebumps, the hairs stand on end. But there's also the metaphysical factors that I asked her to look into, because what we repress, what we suppress, what we oppress must always find a way to express. The internal dis-ease, the internal disorder, if it's been pushed down, it must manifest. And her internal disorder, her internal dis-ease manifested itself on her skin. And she said to me, as soon as I stopped asking why is it like this? Why is this happening to me? Why did he do that? As soon as I surrendered and let go of your why, as soon as I didn't care anymore about the why and focused on my who will I become? Who will I be? How will I show up? As soon as she let go of the why and she focused on the who, she started to heal. She started to heal again. She didn't need to go and find a cure. A cure is when you have an external reference, when you need to go to the doctor, give them your power so they can do something for you. But when you start to heal, you snatch your power back because you heal from the inside out, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And so as my friend let go of her why and found her who again, she started to heal again.